Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and welcome finally to GSX. It's the one I've been waiting for a little while now, and finally, as of yesterday or earlier today, it finally released. So taking flights in the Fenix Sim A320 from London Southend to Palma de Mallorca in easyJet colours today. So we are easy flight 7421. Flying as Alpine 6 Bravo Echo. The aircraft is based in Palma, but we're just flying from here instead because why not? And yeah, it should be pretty good flights overhead for us. So, jump cockpit, set the aircraft up, process for departure, and also, oh yeah, if you got ATC for us, dude, that'd be appreciated because right now it's Unicorn. But if you got it, then yes, please. I'd offer it to Dan, but of course he's otherwise occupied. Shout out to the LN19. Yeah, so let's say jump cockpit, set the aircraft up, and prepare us for departure. And also, have a look at GSX. Costs $30 Sanjgunik. It's temperamental, but it works. I'll talk about that during the setup today. So first things first, batteries come online. As there's some more power, you go get F1, system 1, nav. On the emergency lights, crew oxygen supply on. No smoking comes on, so that's signs off until the aircraft gets fueled, which you also do through GSX. Right, go to the FMGC, go to initialization, and plug in our routing today, which is Echo Golf Mike Charlie. I must admit, not quite sure where the NC comes from, Southend. Must have been a former name or something, got renamed to Lima Echo Papa Alpha. Flight number today, or call sign is Echo Juliet Uniform 61 Bravo Echo, so you are an Alpine aircraft today. Line the RS, confirm that. And plugging the rest. Coordinates is 12. Cruising altitude today at flight level. I'll grab that as well. Cruising altitude at flight level 350 initially, and then step climb 370 later on the flights. 350. Cool. While that gets going, what we'll now do is open GSX. So there's two things we're going to do for this flight today. We're going to request refueling, and then request also catering. Presume that's already done or whatever. But yes, request for refueling. We'll get a pop up on top left. That gives us the flight info. And yeah, it'll also tell us not to start the boarding until the fuel truck has arrived. Now, some regulations allow passengers to board all aircraft fueling, some don't. On the GSX standard, the answer is it can't. So let the fuel truck do its business first, and then we'll start the passenger boarding process. Adds extra steps, takes a bit longer, but ultimately I guess it's down for the realism factor of this aircraft. And the Fenix implementation isn't terrible either, but of course because this aircraft has its own custom loading system, it does require you to use it in order to get the best out of it. So somewhere in the airport we'll now see a fuel truck rolling down. One of the benefits of GSX I actually do quite like is the fact that it uses the airport's layout to determine where vehicles are coming from and how they move. Also adds a lot more of like just background vehicles as well moving around as well. So this is pretty good, well designed. So you can see that's just default vehicle. But yeah, it does add like ground types moving, pushback types moving, just on their own accord, their own little directions. Now, where is this fuel truck coming from? That's it is, I have no idea. Great start. Yeah, eventually you roll to the aircraft, that's refuel the aeroplane. While we wait, I guess then, starts with the flight management computer. Well, actually, technically we can't, because of course, pilots haven't loaded yet. It's nothing that GSX does, so go on then. We'll ignore what it says about loading passengers and go straight into it.
Boarding requested.
Boarding requested. Now the vehicles will move into position. So, tugs move in, they'll load baggage onto the aeroplane. We'll get a bus down shortly, which have the pilots and cabin crew on board. There it is. And then passengers will then be loaded on separately. But again, it's a bit of a temperamental setup, it does take a little bit of time to get going, but once you figure it all out, I mean, Kutal. You need to have Kutal loaded separately. It's always been the most temperamental thing ever since the FSX days, even more so now, but again, once it works, it does look pretty good. Different in the cockpit, not particularly Sanjgunik, it's just standard Fenix Sim A320, that.
Pilot's boarding.
Pilots, how are you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to the chat. How are you doing today, dude? How have you found GSX so far? So here we go. Ignoring the fact we already have pilots in the cockpit, here come our flight crew today. It's me and the co-pilots walking up on board the aeroplane. No, that's me. Okay, maybe not. Also, what are these stairs? That's like climbing Mount Everest, that. Absolutely no width for the top. I mean, that's a standard set of stairs from Menzies. Nice, beefy, big, wide. This thing, yeah, it's like a mountain. Yes, we'll do some Dubai up soon, don't you worry. We'll be in your ATC space soon. Can you get the Fenix Sim 20? Get it from the Fenix website. 32 aviators. On the quote for like 50 quid. Right, so that's the pilots on board. Cabin crew on board next. Yeah, so same animations P3D, but then again, it's like the PMD G737. Same models from and animations from P3D, because the both platforms are relatively similar. And again, it's pre-created stuff they've already got, therefore probably makes it easier for them to run. And then there's the third cabin crew member, should be 4 on board this flight. Oh look, driverless tug. Bye bye driverless tug. Someone better go stop it. Now, I definitely recognise her. She's one of the passengers in OMSI 2. One of the people that boards and then shouts at you in German. Yeah, I remember you. You get in there. GSX working fine at the moment, 73NG. Like I say, temperamental, but it does its job. Ah, there's a fuel truck. So that next very shortly, and we'll use the onboard Fenix systems to then start the passenger boarding process. Departure in about 20 minutes or so, but we'll go onto that in a bit. So that button will now disappear, and one thing that GSX can do with its custom setup options, you can get it to passengers leave out the terminal and that kind of stuff. But without that all set up, they just leave out of a button instead. Again, I'd like to learn how to use the GSX editor, but it can be a bit temperamental at times. Pilot studs. So noticing, but saying that it's by no means perfect and does not result in slow up for you, guessing that's because of jetway replacements. Yes, jetway replacements do take its time, and I did also notice the first time I loaded Heathrow was a bit slow and stuttery. Second time I loaded Heathrow was a bit better, but first time loading can be a bit behind, so hopefully Mallorca won't be too problematic for us. Of course, now I need to use the Fenix thing to load up the fuel. So what we'll do is head over to tablets, import from SimBrief, and then run it through the fuel setup. Thank you. So that's from SimBrief, Southend to Mallorca, mass and balance, head over to load aircraft, and just allow that to run its own accord. Save pack, so menu, start flights, pull it from SimBrief, U27421, 24,000 cruise initially, 1 hour 55 on the clock, departure now in approximately 22 minutes. A320, 161 passengers, no Wi-Fi entertainment. We don't have boarding music, but an easyJet safety briefing. Yes, snacks, no to meals, customer not required, if that doesn't continue. Passengers start boarding. And that's probably my biggest recommendation for GSX. I should learn them with passengers. Combine it with Pack X. So now got, on the external, our passengers boarding the aeroplane with their seats. And then we go on the side. Our passengers move onto the aeroplane and enter in their seats. Again, it's one of those things where if you can combine it with the right mods, the effect you get out of it is very, very good. Temperamental, but it does a pretty decent job. But there are things I wouldn't mind change. For example, the ability to get rid of the pilots boarding at first, because of course they're already on board. Don't mind the cabin crew separate, but pilots certainly. And also get Qtool to auto-load, because it's the most temperamental thing in the world. So yeah, GSX, not bad. This one I bought, Marco, paid 30 quid for it, or $30 for it. Don't you worry, I don't get everything for free. I do have to pay for the add-on sometimes. Right, let's get this thing loaded, shall we? So, head over to the departure performance. Even right now, this frame rate, it's not terrible, it's not perfect, it has slowed things down a little bit. But a big part of that will also then come down to the animations and extra things loading. Once they disappear, of course, things then speed up again quite quickly. What do you mean you're unable to calculate departure? I've never had that before. If it fails again, I'm going to have to go for the backup. Okay, right, backup it is. There will be 2 seconds. I've never had to do that before. Just grab a photo shot for the screenshots as well. Right, right, I need SimSoft. Yeah, the thing with baggage, because they're a separate entity, Bondy, it does, again, adds to your frame rate, adds to the extra animations required, so there will be changes, there will be updates, I hope. Of course, GSX has been a long-running add-on from the days of FSX and even FS 2004 for its passengers and crew, so it's always been a standout add-on. But hopefully, I don't deny, we might see a few changes and updates to it in the future. Now, where is my back? I think it's in Smart Application. Let it load, and we'll calculate it through the backup tool. I'm surprised this doesn't want to calculate it, which is slightly annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Qtools, yeah, Qtool, it's always been a pain. I've always never been its biggest fan. Right, so Echo Golf Mike Charlie. Runway news today, grab that for the flight plan. On paper right now, scheduled to be runway 23. We've got ATC now, so this is in a bit. Runway 23 is on the 80s, that's fine. For the meter, anti-ice will be off. Takeoff weight is 69.5, so say 70. Takeoff center of gravity 29.3, and flex takeoff with 1 flaps, perfect. So that's our takeoff. Flex 44, 134, 139, 144. Thrust reduction at 1037. Right. Zero fuel weights. Grab that from here. 60.57. Stroke 20 is 29.3, was it? Yeah, 29.3. Block fuel on board today. That's going to be 8.1. After flight plan, and let's book our routing today. But before we do that, let's speak to our passengers now boarding the aircraft. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is easyJet flight 7421 from Southend to Palma de Mallorca. Flight time today is about an hour and 55 minutes, just in time to the aircraft, and hopefully be airborne in the next 15 minutes or so. Quick update on the weather for you right now in Mallorca. If we get our briefing up, please. Right now, Mallorca is reporting 28 degrees centigrade with a few clouds at low altitude, but no rain at the moment. Good update on that later on the flight, but otherwise, sit back, relax, enjoy the flight, and we thank you for flying with easyJet today. So, while the passengers get their message sent, let's grab our flight plan. So that's our routing. Yeah. Could import it, but we're doing it on manual. Vital point is Jetsling. Jetsling, fly directs to Lids.
Passengers boarding starting.
Lid takes us to Mike 189er.
Once all your items are put away, please clear the aisle and sit
To
down in your
Hawk.
seat to allow other passengers to find their seats as well. If you are seated in an emergency
Uniform
exit
Mike
row,
189.
please read the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card in the seat back in
To
front of you.
Drake.
Please make sure you are willing and able to perform the actions required. If you are not able or prefer
Lima
not to perform
151.
these actions, please let a flight attendant know so you need
Takes
to
us
leave
to
immediately.
Sitets.
Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need
Uniform
to,
November
but we ask that once you depart
859er.
from you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you and welcome
To
aboard.
Sopil. Directs to Balan. We get there. Sopil directs to what was it? Balan. After Balan, we then fly FPOC. We'll give Boeing the upper hand on. Waypoint inputs, then have to go in and out of the menus every single time. Navigraph. Followed by Guy. Whoops, oh boy, press the wrong button there. I select destination. That potentially has wiped everything. Yes, okay. But we'll get to that. What have I done? Hang on, undo. Undo? No, okay, I've ruined it. Okay, we'll have to go to the destination at the end, that's fine. Not the end of the world. Sopil, oh no, it's done it. Okay, not the end of the world. Be careful this time, Drawyah. FPOC. FPOC to Narak. Narak to Guy. Guy to Lomra. Very should have bought this flight plan a lot easier. Lomra to Rokan. Rocan to IBRAP. Flightline's a mess. IBRAP finally got an airway, Uniform November 13. And that takes us to low res. And that's our end of flight plan. So it's the runway 23 departure direct, and then the Loris 1 kilo arrival to runway 24 left. Now the fun job of getting rid of these discontinuities left behind. Clear you, and clear you. And since it's a direct departure route, also get rid of you. Not allowed. Thank you very much, aeroplane. Oh yeah, for us, we'll set the runway. Cool. Right, listen to the ATIS, and let's get ourselves prepared to go. So we go. We've got a message received, not yet. 6 on the flight plan page. Tune to Southend ATIS.
We're ready to go when you are.
136.055.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 55 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode.
QNH1016 hectopascal. Acknowledge receipt of information Bravo on first contact.
Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure. Cross-check.
Southend information Bravo time 1905 Zulu automatic arrival runway 23. Departure runway 23. Transition level wind 210 degrees 16 knots. Cobb OK. Temperature 21. Dew point 13. QNH1016 hectopascal. Acknowledge receipt of information Bravo on first
thank you very
contact.
much. Right, now contact Southend 127.73. Right, so we're at stand. What stand is this? Okay, not familiar with the airport. Go stand 6. Information. Bravo. Type 320 to Mallorca. Good evening, Southend Tower. This is Alpine at 61 Bravo Echo Stand 6. Information Bravo requesting clearance to Palma.
Alpine 61 Bravo Echo, good evening. You're cleared Palma via the Mike 189 airway. Standard noise abatement, then on track. Climb altitude 3,000 feet, and you can squawk 2661.
Alpine at 61 Bravo Echo, we are cleared to depart. This will be on the Mike 189 airway, standard noise, and then it's on track to 3,000 feet, squawking 2661.
Alpine 61 Bravo Echo, readback is correct. You're ready for push and start.
Cool, set that. So we actually have got an airway to follow. So what I'm going to try and do is learn how to do this. So Echo Mike Charlie, it's a Detzling. Departure, runway 23, no SID available. From you, Airways. Oh. Is that not a thing you can do? Cool, right. Fun bit then. Right, Mike 189. Does this appear as an airway we can search? Answer is yes, we can. So we enter at, so Detlings are exit points. So there's the exit points. Mike 189. I'll run my 2-3 text out to the southwest anyway. Oh no, that makes sense, yeah. It takes us to Det, and then from Det we hold the airway through to Drawyah. Okay, no, that's fine, cool. So, that's our departure sets. Clear you. Standard noise will do on fine. Right, head of performance, another departure performance already calculated. That's these numbers. So it's V1 134, V2 139, rotate at 144. Transition altitude 6,000 feet set, flaps 1 for takeoff, and it's a slope of up 0.2. Vector temp is 44. And thrust reduction was at 1037, 103, that's fine, we'll take that. Right, so that's fine. Probably have that message received now, so we do. So that'll be our load sheets menu. That's to AOC. Received. That one. Accept. Next flight plan. Eternal departure information. Fueled and boarded now, so we can start the APU and start the seatbelt sign. As for GSX, they've now cleared the aircraft since they've done their fueling and boarding process. It means all required left to do is request our push and start. It's 8 minutes expected departure, so we're doing good for time at the very least. Sun more set on this flight as well, so that's a bit of darkness on the way through. The right lights are set as required. And yeah, that's looking good. After departure, we'll then put onto Unicom's. Oh no, tell a lie. Oh wait, no, that's Mallorca. Mallorca, everything at the moment. After departure though, we'll go and move on to Unicom. So I'll leave 12800 on the standby. Not too bad today, Lewis. Not too bad. How are you doing? Welcome channel. Welcome to the chat. Should climb 3,000 feet. APU should soon be available. That's now stabilizing. As soon as it does, APU now available. It sets. Solar power off. And let's do this, shall we? So then we'll Toolbar Pushback. We can use GSX to push back as well. Alpine 6 Bravo Echo Stand 6 is ready for push and start.
Alpine 6-1 Bravo Echo, roger, push and start approved on to Alpha, facing the north.
Push start on to Alpha, facing north, Alpine, where record sign is Alpine 6-1 Bravo Echo. Cool, so just spent 5 minutes reading the charts, very good. So push back onto Echo, nose goes right, tail goes left, push back to the left. Right, GSX comes up, we can prepare for pushback and departure. Beacon lights come on. And here comes our ground marshal. So he'll be the person walking us. Sorry, she'll be the one walking us through the boarding process, the pushback process now. You got the bypass pin in the hand. That's the drone can. That's the good view. So she has the bypass pin in hand. She'll connect us to the tug, and then walks out through our pushback today. This is definitely a slow process to our pushback, but a lot more realistic as well. We're on the AP now, so let's get rid of the ground power and chocks. Okay, let's do that. Sorry, on this page. So ground services, GPU disconnect, and chocks removed. We're on the parking brake, so we're setting that for the rest of go. Still surprised the calculator didn't calculate our pushback there. Bypass pin is inserted. Tug moves into position. Again, some of the pathing animations could be worked, but it is a start for GSX. Perhaps a little rushed in some parts for the year release, but honestly, could be a lot worse than it is at the moment. Not perfect, not terrible. It's version 1 release. Can you add on do the exact amount of passages for boarding? So you can link PackX to, sorry, not PackX, GSX to SimBrief. I won't show it just yet because it messes up the toolbar. But someone remind me when we land at Mallorca to show the settings page, and I'll show you what the settings has available for you. Right, so nose right to tail left. Release the parking brakes. Parking brakes released. Engine push, engine start at will. Thank you very much. Engines to ignition. And engine to start. So there are some things that GSX do right. Pushback certainly is one of them, because like I say, it bases it off of the airport's ground data. So all those AFCAD files you remember from the good old days, MSFS uses something very similar, and that's what it uses to determine the ground paths at different airports. So no need to set any pushback location or anything like that. Just does it straight away based on ground data. No reset F200 738, I'm afraid. No reset just yet. That's something I have to wait for a little bit longer. Right, so engine 2's come available.
Nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board.
As soon as it is, 18.6.
Adjusted and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are
Engine 1
on, and we recommend
starts.
that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth.
Brake
Hold in place
set.
with the strap. Pull on each
Says
side.
that the voice is going up on us. The parking brake set, so you can walk up to the aircraft, lower the tug, and then remove the bypass pin.
Do not inflate it inside the aircraft.
What would you like to start each engine? So you start up engine number 2. When you get the clearance from the ground, say yes, you start the engines. Engine 1 goes on after engine 2. Aircraft like the A320 Neo have dual engine startup allowance, so some airports let start both at the same time. Right, so it's ready for the engine 1.
Window blinds open and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a
She's doing everything on the ground. Ignition off. APU off. And flight controls checked. Elevators good. Ailerons good. Rudders good. Spoilers up. Spoilers down, perfect. Go to engine page. Flaps down to position 1. Should now very shortly be on the side and give us a wave to send us off. Go past, I'll get a better view of that. Again, there should be a voice saying, so plug disconnected, bypass pin removed. And just give us a wave when we're ready to go. Again, for some reason, voice has given up on us. Yes, bye bye. And then really annoyingly, she's then going to walk across the aeroplane and cut our path. So that's easy suppression. Alpine 61 Bravo Echo is ready to taxi.
Alpine 61 Bravo Echo, taxi Alpha Bravo, Zulu, hold Alpha 1, runway 23.
Taxi Alpha Bravo Zulu and hold Alpha 1 for runway 23, Alpine 61 Bravo Echo. So easy for us. Cross Alpha, up Bravo. Oh, when you said push onto Alpha, I think you probably meant face that way. Okay, ignore me. Bravo Zulu, holding Alpha 1. Oh well, just facing the wrong way. Park brakes released. Increase throttle. Taxi lights set. Thank you, Southend ground crew. Thank you, Menzies. Well, I believe it's Eddie Stobart that did ground service out of Southend. Unfortunately, Southend Eddie Stobart not a default service provider on the add-on. Any filter? Nope, no filters at the moment. Deep. What you see is what I see. How's sound behind for explain? I quite like it. Again, not perfect. Still a lot more coming in terms of its animations and use case. But it's not terrible, not by any means.
The cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there's a reading light on the panel.
Cabin lights being dimmed, that's fine. We do it ourselves. So tablets, Fenix. Sim settings, cabin lights, dimmed. So back now, should be no lighting for the passengers. Unless you're boring working at Southend, should have a look at the departure tomorrow. There's one at 10 AM and one at 7 PM. Boring, must be the easiest job in the world. Compared to other airports in the UK this summer. Right, pre-takeoff checks, brakes to max, spoilers armed, cabin checked, and take config test set. Take config normal, we are good to go. Oops, I've just realised I may have missed my turn-off point there. Yes, I have. Quick sharp right onto Zulu. Thank you, Airbus having nose gear behind a pilot, which means we will never actually touch the grass. With a very sharp right-hand turn. Negative. The gear does swing around quite a bit as well. And Sam Barter at KLM can do a PNG 737 700 flight at some point. People interested in it. Thruster's back. Alpine 6 on Bravo Echo shall be ready to depart as soon as we reach Alpha 1. Try that again, shall we? Alpine 6 on Bravo Echo shall be ready to depart as soon as we reach Alpha 1. For some reason resets to a Unicom.
Alpine 6-1 Bravo Echo, roger. The surface winds are 210 degrees at 16 knots. Runway 23, you're clear for takeoff.
We have takeoff, runway 23 for Alpine 6 on Bravo Echo, thank you very much. Cabin crew, please take your seats for departure. Right, everything's set up. We are good to go. Lovely airport this. This is pilotplus Southend. Very, very well put together. There's the railway line behind us. Did you get the frequency, did it? Fair enough. Obviously not sure on my end then. Right, chrono starts. Let's go for takeoff. Throttle's 40. Engines 1-2 stable. Guitar centering. And flex 4-4. SRS runway. Auto thrust blue. Thrust sets. 60 knots. 80 knots. Hundreds. V1. Rotates. V2. Let's do right. Gear up. Next stop. Palma de Mallorca. Throttle reduced to climb. Just follow the flight director. Got a few left-hand banks coming up, but nothing too excessive on our departure today out of Southend.
Alpine 1, Christian Alpine 6-1 Bravo Echo. Have a nice flight to Palma, Unicom 122 flights. Have a nice evening, bye-bye.
Over to Unicom 122 flights for Alpine, who's on Bravo Echo. Thanks for service, take care dude, and have a good evening, bye bye. Right, so initial climb 3000, I'm going to go past that now. And head straight up to cruising altitude of 3.5 initially. So 3.5, so up to 3.7 later on in flights. Getting MSFS for your birthday, Oni. Very good. Very good. Hover. Flaps up. Put ourselves in the flight plan there slightly. At that point, as I yield pilots and let the aeroplane take charge of the flights. GSX Kev is the ground handling mod. This Ground Services X it stands for. And for MSFS it's GSX Pro. It's now come out. Very, very good scenery out at Southend. So, nothing to see. Just behind us there's the pier. Which also includes the really old railway that runs up and down it. Status 738 towing, no idea. That's a bit to ask MDG about that, I'm afraid. MDG? I am not. Just read that low, made you laugh, I know you listen soon. Blathers, can you talk sensitivity? And Attempted to get the train to Southend Victoria and walk on the beach to Tuburinus. Takes you back, it's only a 2-hour walk. Go for it. Is it true GSX has bugs? Diego, yes it does. It's not perfect. I will be the first to say that it's definitely not perfect. 6,000 feet, standard to set and set. But hopefully they are bugs that will fix out at some point soon. So there are issues with some crashing, stability problems, and well, for example, if you have the modded scenery, the freeway Stansted, then yeah, passengers don't walk upstairs or jet bridge. They just float into the airplane and then teleport into the sky. It's quite interesting to look at. But that can be achieved, that can be changed with GSX settings options or the customization for the airports and stuff. But yeah, it's not. It'll take time to learn. It's not perfect, but I'm sure as time goes on, they'll release a few updates. We have more time to learn it, and things will improve from there. So for initial release, it's not perfect. It's not terrible. Certainly usable. That's what we're looking for at the moment. Look out to the right-hand side. Eventually, you'll spot London. River Thames. River Thames is. Yeah, it's a negative. Oh no. No, that's positive. That is River Thames. Just too much. So there's Untitled. We're just about to see that in the background. I must admit, it's not the clearest view in the world. 10,000 feet. Landing lights off and retracted.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may now
Cabin
turn
crew.
on your larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your
So we'll
seatbelt
probably make
fastened
the right
while
hand lit first, because again, of course, we're following the right plan for the noise abatement rules at Southend. Made a right hand turn at lid in about 20 miles. And then from there, seatbelt signs, and to turn off. I don't like Helsinki. Helsinki Volanta only still my favourite airport in the world. Lovely building, all wooden furnishing, lovely, lovely place. Yes, I do like my Helsinki. Good evening, Drawyah. Great stream as always. Hope you're well. Yeah, not too bad, Gav, today. Not doing too bad. How you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. Find out default MSFS looks washed out. Using video filter to change that. Looks much better. Well, if you recommend it, I'd definitely consider. What about that? Everything com 122.8. There we go. Cool. PC can't handle MSFS, it's actually an Xbox with no mods. It's a start. So a start. I wouldn't highly recommend MSFS on Xbox. Certainly, of course, PC is the better experience. But if it's all you can handle at the moment, dudes, then nothing's stopping you. So the cabin light's back on now. We've got a flight progress page. Should we do the Navigraph charts and maps? I should just do that instead. When you're free, can you add your IVAO whereby scroll over to Dubai and click on you? We'll do, Will. Tell me to do every flight, so yes we can. Sim brief. It should show up a nice little map just to follow along our progress. I don't often use the map on the tablet from Navigraph, but it is good. So the little details that do pretty good in the aeroplane. Right, now approaching the lids. Right hand turn. Let's see if my hands come off. What do you think about the German accent when you fly to Germany and use JustSim? You're half German, it's quite funny to hear how German you can speak English. Which opinion? I've been to Germany several times in real life. The guy who cuts my hair, my barber, he's German. I've got no issue with Germans. What do you prefer, IVAO or JustSim? I mean, I'm on IVAO right now. But for me, IVAO certainly has always been a community side of things. Okay, a bit shaky at the moment. It's not quite what it was 6 months ago, but yeah, I've always enjoyed IVAO's community side. Hopefully, a few changes soon will repair that. Also, right turn now, so we don't have to release the down spoilers yet. Flight plan back. Yeah, so far so good. Passing through 17,000 feet, flight's level 170. So far so good. Yes, Santi, this is a Microsoft Flight Simulator. What's your opinion on TUI? Mixed opinion there. Cabin crew went as intensive as other airlines. Nice interior, nice fleets. I'd fly them again, but they're not my go-to option. My go-to choices, of course, are Ryanair and Jet2. Never get old, Jess Glynn. But once again, if you watch my vlogging channel, that explains absolutely everything you need to know about me and Jet2. Great airline, highly recommended. Yeah, again, if you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend checking out the GeForce video. Absolutely fantastic. Nope, not using any video filter. So in the chat that they were using it. 38 bits per MSFS, cool. Bye bye 30 aviators. We do not support pirates on the channel, and we do not let people in the chats who do, so you're on your own, dude. So you got soft, passengers now roam around the cabin. My job, I work in the railways. So actually I'm on strike today, which is why I'm streaming. Yeah, I work on the railways, train station, customer service, dispatch and security. Is GSX worth it? It's very tedious at the moment, like I say. It's a great add-on which, when it works, I flip and enjoy, but it's so temperamental that it's 50-50 at the moment. I hope they do fix all the problems and Kutor gets a bit more of a revamp. It's its first release, I won't put that against it, but it's not perfect, it has its problems, but when it works, it's fantastic. Moika Elias, Mitakolo. Have you played RFS? I have, Santi. It's not a bad little platform or flight sim through mobile. I've tried Phantom Lemon. I have, Dan. It's quite nice. The only problem with GSX is that you can't split the crew and passenger boarding, but it's definitely worth the price. What do you mean you can't split passenger and crew boarding? What do you mean when you press start boarding, it does both at the same time? Yeah, I wouldn't mind that being separated as well. Respect every MSFS player. You don't have MSFS, but you have mobile, iPad, and should be watching you for a while. Cheers, City. Thank you very much. Thank you for the kind words. When the next FinAir stream? Soon. We always get a good FinAir stream out on the every so often. Piracy, Dreads. By cracking MSFS, and he's using it for free. And he shouldn't be. Simple as. That may have just tampered with one of my mods. Well, my mod request actually, because I know I'll have to investigating. Cool, so passing now through 23,000, platform 230. Of course, I've got a few screenshots to stick onto Volanta, but because I use dual monitor setup, all my screenshots appear like so one negative of again having dual monitor setup, all your screenshots they split into two. So what I have to do for every single screenshot is open up in Photoshop and flipping crop every single one of them. X-Ray's not a problem because you've got the built-in screenshot option. This, however, no. So let's go in, and there's that in, and move and crop it, and then save every single one. Let's get a time. Oh, and that failed the crop. Photoshop again. Love you to bits, but you are so tedious to use. Standard. Drawyah loves Aberdeen. No. I've been to Aberdeen once in my life. I don't particularly want to return. I'm not going to have to for these two journeys I'm going to make. One later this year, hopefully, and potentially one next year. It's not me go-to. Don't use Steam Bounty. I use Microsoft Store and Snipping Tool. Yeah, because I'm going to do this for every single thing. Snipping Tool and new and drag and set. Yeah, no thank you. Too much of a process. Just press two keys. Cropping on Photoshop takes about 5 seconds anyway. Aruzi from Southend, how you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to the chat. How say dude? Hey, do you know no, I got a mate who lives in Southend. Actually just, well, not quite Southend, a bit away from there, but yeah. He frequents the city. Is the game indifferent? You crack it? Well, I'm not going to answer any questions about it, Dreads, unless you want me to ban you too. No point asking me about how to crack games, because that's not going to get you anywhere. I have done Air Mexico before, Santi, yes. I did an A320 stream, it was about 2 years ago now. I really should do another stream at some point soon. But yes, once upon a time I did do an Air excursion. I think it was a flight from somewhere to Tijuana. Somewhere to Tijuana. Can't remember the exact routing. Has been a while. Yes, Matt Davies came back on Friday. He had quite decent viewership, but no, fair play to him. He's been away for years. He's had a really bad illness, caught COVID twice and got put onto a ventilator on the second occasion. But again, no ill towards anyone. Wish him the best. I'm glad he's doing better. And well, another person streaming can't really do much harm to community canets. He's always been a polarising figure. I know he's always had a very you either you loved him or you loathed him. So he's definitely taken his time away to kind of reflect on that. And yeah, we'll see how it kind of goes next couple of weeks. But like I say, good on him. Glad he's doing all right. Glad he's better. I think he's quite 100% yet, but certainly willing to stream again. And yeah, kind of see where he goes from there, I guess. I mean, I met him a couple of times at the FlightControlReplay shows as well, a couple of years ago. A picture of him as well, before his massive weight loss. Again, I'll give him credit for that as well. The weight loss was really, really good. Did a great job of that. At this point, we're now leaving the UK. Flying over the channel, Drawyah Fans turn, and that puts us to a pretty much direct route all the way down to Mallorca. Hopefully, the AT will still be online by that point to the flights. I'll get updates on that later on the trip. Also, finally, some screenshots. I can finally upload to the Volanta. Love Volanta. Best thing in the world. Welcome, Jonathan. How you doing? Watch on the chats. FlyLive Tom. Yours is Sombra. Oh yeah, you're Sombra. Ooh, Sombra. Ooh, that's interesting airport you point out there, Jonathan. Not Jonathan, sorry, Standard. If you're Thomas, we'll be talking to you later. Yeah, my local is probably Heathrow, where I'm in West London. Cabin's alright. One of the pro sides of Fenix is the cabin layout. Looks great. It sounds fantastic. Really, really sounds good in the A320. Ooh, thank you very much to FlyLive Tom, coming sponsor. Cheers, dude. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Always appreciated, dude. Always appreciated. It's 4 months of economy for you. 2 months. There's 4 on the screen for me. Must have done it at some point in the past. But cheers, dude. There's a good chance speaking to Bordeaux Control later on, so that's us. So yeah, I'll speak to Bordeaux later on. Bordeaux leads us to Barcelona, and Barcelona takes us to Palma approach. And then we're on for 1 minute. So if they do 2-hour shifts, then there's pretty much guarantee that we'll speak to them later today. Somebody said too interesting. I guess we'll never know. Yeah, I gotta say, the addition of GSX, the airport screenshot I normally take, is somewhat lively. There's your bus, your passengers boarding, and the easyJet A320 at Southend. I think I'm going to enjoy GSX. It's not perfect, I have problems with it, but I think the benefits, certainly when it's combined with something like Pack X, which is the passenger mod, just adds another bit of life. See, there's a 4-cabin crew, so there's at the start. Just another depth of another bit of life in the sim, and just makes things a whole lot more fun. We'll get used to it. How do you fix MSFS? I bought it recently, but it's on the startup and then crashed his desktop. I'm not sure, I'm afraid, Dan. I've never had a problem with MSFS. It's always loaded for me, no problem. All I can suggest is make sure nothing else is running in the background, or sit and be patient, because if you're clicking around, it only adds to the problem, I guess. Sarah, go to Heathrow and Luton to plane spots, very good. I don't do Luton too much, but I certainly do Heathrow every so often. We went to the Heathrow model shop recently for the first time. Actually pretty good, I'll return soon. Also, just arriving at cruising altitude, flight level 350. Coming up at cruise for approximately 1R with descend. So top of drop. Oops, go back. Top of drop, 1857. I've set the time back an hour, just so that we get a bit more sunlight. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. Cool, welcome to cruise. Slightly uploading screenshots of Savannah one by one. So for the flight plan, as we're now from Drake, we head on a straight line path all the way to south through France. A few minor turns and adjustments here. Fly to the east of Andorra, start descent, fly over Barcelona, and then approach into Palma. For the briefing, our runway at Palma is runway 24 left, having Lores 1 kilo arrival. But before then, we'll have a chance to speak to ATC, who will give us the routing on our arrival today. Apart from that, looking pretty good. Plane spotting at Luton's way better. Actually, tell a lie, I have done Heathrow Luton spotting as well. Only once, but I did it from one of the car parks when I came back from Napoli. Best place I spotted though has to be Skiathos. Nothing quite like standing behind an aeroplane, taking photos of it as it blasts in front of you, shooting small stones and rocks at your face. That was something. Kishov hydraulic failure, not today. Avor, not today. Hasu, it's been a while, man. How are you doing? Welcome, channel. God, it has been a while. Hope you're keeping alright. Yeah, welcome. Gatwick spotting, get right to the south perimeter fence. Not done Gatwick yet, but I've spotted at Heathrow. I've done. I did Northoltz. Every so often I do like air shows there. I do Northoltz. I've spotted at Luton. I've not done Stansted apart from the departure lounge. I've not done Gatwick. I've never even been to Southend Airport. Where else have I spotted? I'm sure I've spotted another UK airport in the past. I've spotted at Birmingham. Birmingham's pretty good. Birmingham Model Airport, how are you doing? Well, channel, on the chat. Yeah, I've not done too many spots, but Heathrow's an easy one in the UK, especially Masle Avenue on my 27 left. Good place to stand. Right, let's go through the cabin, shall we? Let's see who's on board our flight. Let's go through itinerary. Who's on our plane today? Anyone worth chatting for? Right, if you saw anyone, give us a shout. Their stats, but well, we'll see. So far, the answer is no one. There's one name I'm hoping appears on this, but again, very unlikely it will do. So mix of British and Spanish names, given our departures from the UK rather than Spain. And ever since TFT has added the localised names to PAC-X, it's been so good. And actually, it's actually, well, yeah, I take the credit for it, but it's actually you guys in the comments, in the chat, who are like, hey, we should get localised names of PAC-X. And I thought, hey, that's a really good idea. Let me message TFT Design, be like, hey, can we get localised names? And they're like, hey, that's a very good idea. Let's add it. Hey, we've released an update. Localised names. So, I'm actually, because again, TFDI always is a community when it comes to updates and recommendations. I mean, the community were like, hey, we've seen SLC, can we get a cabin map in the aeroplanes? And they're like, hey, let's do it. Hey, we released another update, cabin maps. So, small things like that, which they do really well. Yeah, so you guys in chat who pushed me to ask about the localised names, does a really good sense. Yeah, no one personally I recognise on board today. Channel Parker button is good, you go there. Hello, you're new to the stream. What plane fly? Flying the A320 Hunter, the Airbus A320 CEO in easyJet colours. This is the Fenix Sim model. How you doing, dude? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. Hope you're keeping alright. The round side's got the slightly prettier views at the moment. What's my favourite Highlands and Island airport? Barra. Has to be Barra. Do the Outer Hebrides count as Highland, or is that separate actually? I don't know. Oh, sorry, and Islands Airport. Yeah, sorry, Barra. I've been there once, went last year. Great little airports. The approach was fantastic. Really, really enjoyed it. In terms of airports I've been up in the Highlands and Islands, I've done 3. So I've done Inverness, I've done Stornoway. Actually, tell you, I've done a few more. I've done Inverness, Stornoway, Barra, Oban, Isla, and Collinsey. I've done 6. No, seatbelts are off, Sarah. Seatbelts are off. Cabin.
In a few moments, our lovely flight attendants will be starting our in-flight service. We'll be
There you go.
serving complimentary
Seatbelts
drinks
off.
and snacks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. Please note.
Yes, we've driven over the runway on a thingy. I can't remember the name of the airports. That was Sumba, wasn't it? Yeah, Sumba. I wouldn't count. I mean, I've done Glasgow and Edinburgh. I wouldn't count them as Highland or Island. They're Scottish Lowland, or what's the actual term for it? It's not borders. It's just kind of central, isn't it? What's the most famous person you've had on a flight? No idea. No one, as far as I'm aware. Why can't you do right now on Microsoft? Because there's no 737-800 yet. We can do louder, which is the same thing. We have got an A320, which I have done in the past. Until we get to 738s, right now we can do the 700 as well, but for me it's not quite the same thing. So give it a hold just until the 800 releases. Central belts, there you go, thank you. Of course the local would know. Who is 100% pure blood Scottish, and not English. Can do flights from Heathrow to Belfast in a prop plane. If we get a decent one that releases, then yes. There is a Q400 now, which got released by a developer I can't remember the name of. 50-50. I'm not sure if I'll use it or not. Will I fly the GS78 when it releases? No, Lebabo, I will not touch it. Of course I will. Of course I will touch the 738. The best airline in the world operates the 738. I'll go with that Jet 2. No, right now some of my favourites, but Jet 2 certainly up there. Welcome, Matt, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. How you doing, dude? I hope you're keeping alright. So if I was we switch over to so when I use Flight 737, I don't switch to X-Plane, but until the PMDG releases, well, after it releases, they will definitely keep on going for longer. Right, I know it's still early in the flights, but probably about time we looked at our approach configuration into Palma today. Okay, Barcelona sent us offline though now, but Mallorca approach is still online, so we'll sort someone later. Do we have a METAR on the arrival? Let's have a quick look. Drag that across. Get rid of that now. Otis, Palma, approach. Yes, we do. Information Charlie. So approach runway is Zulu, approach runway 24 left. Which on paper is 24 left. That's perfect. So last 1 kilo, 24 left. down to you. Palma arrivals 24 left Zulu. And that was on the horizontal kilo. Ooh, large 3 Mike, 1 Romeo or 1 Papa. Oh no, 1 kilo, ignore that, don't know why. Insert that. Check for discontinuities, shouldn't be anything too major on that. Go to plan mode. Yeah, it's just a nice straight approach. Fly in, right hand turn, and land. Perfect. Cool. So now do a few fixes. So it's Leaper 24 left, with 3 of those. LEPA24 left, that's 1. LEPA24 left, that's 2. And LEPA24 left, that's 3. Cruising altitude will be 370 at the end of the flight, so once we hit Lima Golf Lima, up to 37. Just confirm where is Lima Golf Lima. That is the waypoint we are leaving now actually, so step climb now. So 37, 369, 714, 21, 90 plus 21 is 111. So 111, 10 and 4. So if we go close to the destination, see a few circles drawn. That circle corresponds on top of the drop. The smaller circle, or the middle circle, is the 10 mile marker. We'll need to be established on the localizer. And a small circle, that's our 4 miles final approach. Pre-land checks. If we're configured, then we land. If not configured, then we go around. Yes, I'll be keeping track of Chelsea Leeds tomorrow. Absolutely. I'm a Chelsea fan, of course I will. Have you experienced crash setups? I've experienced it during the loading of the sim, but once I've loaded in, it seems alright. Can be a bit unstable, but I've not had too much of a sorrow with it just yet. Favourite livery hunter has to be that of Knock Air. They're a Thai company, and every single aeroplane they have has a different bird on it. That's really, really good. So yeah, Knock Air, my favourite livery. Knock Air. Welcome Star XR, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. 250 GSX, already in the version of installing again. Such a great concept, but so buggy it's unusable. Yeah, I mean this is my first full flight GSX, I must admit. I've done a few test trials with it boarding and ending. Certainly haven't done full flight yet. It's my first go at it. Hopefully won't be too problematic. I do love this sim though. MSFS screenshot simulator. Very, very pretty. Again, scenery at Southend is really, really good. I have got JustSim scenery from Mallorca, so I've got Palma de Mallorca as well. Southend's really, really nice. I should fly to more frequently. Just a shame it has no real routes at the moment, but easyJet are planning to reopen a base there at some point soon. While in the air, can you explain the sim brief integration for passengers from flight plan? Because it doesn't work, just pulls at random numbers. So, is this for GSX or is this for Fenix? Sorry, Keenan. GSX or Fenix? They both have some form of sim brief integration. Well, I mean, BA's not my favourite, the Bobo. It's either Ryanair or Jet2. Ryanair for its cheap flights, Jet2 for Jess Glynn. GSX. So, GSX has some sort of sim brief integration in that you can input your name into the menu. I believe it's supposed to work with some sort of like stand indicators or like stand indicators that tell you where your flight's going to and from. I must admit, I haven't seen it in action yet. It's one of those things that they have an option for, but I don't actually know what it does yet. Which is a shame, because again, it's one of those things that if they got it right, it'd be superb, but have they got it right? We don't know. So yeah, as soon as we get more updates and explanations, the honest answer is, I don't know. And I hate not knowing stuff. I love breaking things down, learn the basics. Why IVAO not VATSIM? Why not? Remember to set context to 0 and climb to flight level 100, and then cruise level back to 4 easyJets. Oh really? I was not aware of that. So you change coordinates through climb outs and descents. So we're up at cruise, so far so good. Top of drop, now got our flight plan and approach plugged in. 1857 Zulu in sim time. So yeah, top of descent now is in 53 minutes. Got all my fingers crossed I don't get crashed desktop. It was going to read bad last 2 days. I'm using the Sim Update 10 beta, or using like standard MSFS updates. Most update 10 to come out in the next week or two. Hopefully, should see massive improvements in frame rates. Yes, quite going to be a bit quiet as well. Hopefully we get some updates from them soon as well about 787 projects. What's your favourite American route and which airplane do you use with it? I don't really have a favourite American route. Not one that I often fly, I must admit. I'm going to America for the first time in real life this year. Once again, if you haven't checked out my vlogging channel, I highly recommend you do. When I go to America, I'll be very, very active on the vlogs channel. I'll be doing videos of flights and trips and everything I'm doing in real life. Check it out, highly recommended. Some really good videos on there. Again, highly recommend Jet2, I've got to imagine. Highly recommend Jet2's Best Flight Ever video. That was a lot of fun to record. That's basically what it is, Francisco. GSX is a port from P3 to MSFS, but it needs a bit more work. Remember the day you started watching the streams and flying the 321X, and now you're pretty able to fly almost any study plane. No worries, dude. I'm glad you I'm glad I'm the start point for you. I'm glad I managed to help you to where you are now. And do enjoy it. I mean, the reason I do those tutorial videos and help videos and talk to guys in chat in the comments is because you guys keep the channel going. And so the more people that use the sim, the more people that get used to it and enjoy it, the better it is for the community as a whole, really. Thank you, Santi. Thank you for subscribing. Also, watch them. Recommended. There's one comment I saw as well, which I was going to answer, but I can't find the comment anymore. Oh, that's it. Standard Aviation. Have you flown the Saab 2000 before? The answer is I've not flown the Saab 2000. I have flown the Saab 340. I have flown the Saab 340. That was with Logan Air from, well, Inverness to Stornoway, as a matter of fact. I've got a video on that on my channel. I'd like to do the 2000, but no routes I can find that operate it. It's not as common as 340. Should have flight the A320 Neo into a northern Scandinavian country, maybe one day, Claudas. I've seen Airbus FTW on Twitch, yes. I've seen Airbus for the win. Good channel, good stream. Worth a watch. No reset on the Fokker yet, no Just Flight doing that at the moment. No reset yet, but hopefully again soon, just in case of when they'll release it. There are a whole bunch of MSFS. Any tips? Learn to start off with smaller aircraft like the Cessnas and the Pipers, hold off your landings, and just practice really. The more you land, or the more you practice, the better you'll get. If your issues with the centerline, then one tip that I've heard out there is get like a piece of string, put it in the middle of the monitor, and then aim for the centerline to where the string is each time you land, and that gets things going. Yes, London controller. Always up a lot from this server. I've got a message from someone. Give me 2 seconds just to respond. Yeah, London controller Jamie, very, very good to talk to. Always good to have a laugh. Definitely, definitely one to watch. I do recommend. Still waiting for him to respond to my Jesglin sing-off. There come the spam bots. Goodbye. Choosing multiple on the Fenix 320, sponsored by Thrustmaster. Very good. Am I sponsored by Thrustmaster? I'm not, Dan. I'm not. I have the Thrustmaster. Where is it? I've got the Thrustmaster TCA Boeing yoke. I've got the Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog stick and throttle. I love Thrustmaster. Very, very good hardware. If they ever want to sponsor me, I'm always there. But unfortunately, the answer is no, not at the moment. I'm not sponsored by anyone. So real name, you'll never know. Have you ever squawked 770 on MSFS? Haven't had need to, Dreads. I tend not to make emergencies. I just fly flights, I enjoy flying flights. So hopefully, get ourselves to Mallorca. That's too many problems. So the sun's setting about half hour or so. Enjoy a very pretty red sky tonight. Then probably get a bit of dusk when we arrive at Palma. Now approaching border control 125105. So let's change that frequency and let's say hello. 125105. Good evening, Bordeaux. This is Alpine 6 on Bravo Echo at level 370 inbound Sopiel.
Alpine 6-1 Bravo Echo, hello sir, identified flight level 370, proceed direct IBRAP.
Fly direct IBRAP for Alpine at 6-1 Bravo Echo. Let's fly direct to IBRAP. Quite nice direct actually. Skips it's like 300 odd miles. We did have an engine failure once, yes. That was a little while ago now, but every so often we get failures. Not always. If you're on channel, should you get GSX on today or wait? There are bugs and problems, but if you get it working, it does work alright. It's not perfect, but it really comes down to how much time are you willing to put into it. If you're patient, go for it. If you're not, give it a wait. I just got the Fenix, which is really good. Next bit blades, I think also 20-3. 20-3 should be pretty good. So that's the extension on southeastern to Edstead, pretty good as well. So yeah, we'll wait and see. The weather simulation's pretty good. The German route's pretty good as well. There are good upsides to 20-3. There are, of course, comments being made about releasing a third sim, but that's not a conversation I'm getting myself into today. But am I excited for it? The answer is yes. Very, very much so. Gutted. You've just tried Palma to Humberside. Got halfway and crashed. Ooh, it's a difficult one there, Carl. Especially Humberside. It's like another half hour from Ministry route there from Wilmington Southend. Not too bad today, Brad. Not too bad. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How you doing today, dude? And Volanta also wouldn't load. Ouch. Is it easy to control from MSFS? Yes, ads. Definitely. Cool. So at this point we are just over a third of the way there now. 37% of the way there. Landing touchdown at 19:22 local, so we're landing about an hour and 10 minutes for touchdown. An hour and 10 minutes. Have you thought about doing other sims or games other than flight sims and train sims? I have, Dread, yes. Farming sim I've had a few requests for. Eurotrucks I've had a few requests for as well, so potentially those two will add to the list. Right, back in 2 seconds, back in 2 seconds.
Bordeaux contrôle, bonsoir, Air France 1000 au niveau 60.
Air France 1000, bonsoir monsieur, transpondeur 1000. Air France 1000, transpondeur, unité 000.
Transpondeur 1000, Air France 1000.
Air France 1000 identifié, montée niveau 280 direct Luzon.
On monte au niveau 180, Air France 1000 direct Luzon.
Air France mail négatif, niveau 280.
On monte au niveau 280 et direct Luz en France.
Alpine 694 Romeo, prévoyez une arrivée la balle 5 novembre.
La balle 5 novembre pour l'arrivée à Lyon, 694 Romeo.
France Mail, prévoyez une arrivée Luzon, unité Delta, piste 21.
J'ai pas copié pour l'approche à France Mail.
À France Mail, prévoyez une arrivée Luzon, unité Delta, pour la piste 21.
On prévoit une arrivée Luzon, unité Delta, piste 21 Air France 8.
Bordeaux, bonsoir, Corsica 720 Tango, nous sommes au niveau 300 en direct vers Tino.
Corsica 720 Tango, bonsoir monsieur. Squawk Hayden, transpondeur Hayden, pardon.
Transpondeur unité 000.
Ah, Corsica 720 Tango, vous êtes encore très loin de mon espace aérien. Hein. Contactez-moi plus tard.
D'accord, je vais rester sur Unicom. Très bien, je vous recontacte plus tard.
Top 616 Zulu Kilo, descend flight level 150.
Hello again. Right, so how far GSX currently? So far so good, Geek. Well, 50-50 actually. So far so good, it works. When it doesn't, it's temperamental, especially the Kutal scripts. Kutal, still a pain, still a pain. Bonjour, East Coast and Standard. Hello, Keith, Santi, how you doing? We're in the forums, last GSX update has roasted. Yes, so, apparently as well, GSX, if you own multiple sims, actually breaks GSX for the other sims as well. I'm glad I don't use FSX anymore with it at the moment. If I did, that would be annoying. It needs a bit of work. It definitely needs a bit of work. Fine enough watching GF, very good. How can you do a realistic flight from gate to departure and then arrival in gates? Because MSFS start from the runway. Adds, you just select a gate. You zoom into the airport you're flying from and select a gate. Also at the top of the menu, you can select the runway or a gate. Simple, simple, simple. Flight DK4 about to go over your house, very nice. We'll want to look at him at down in Dubai, so if we look at him in Dubai. He's gone. Oh no, it's not, he's there. There you are, I'm on 49 minutes. Very good. Get across parts of the aircraft soon as well, so keep an eye out for them. So we're at 37, we've got a... I can't remember the aero course on easyJet Switzerland. Yeah, you've got a easyJet Swiss flight crossing over at flight level 320, there it is. Yeah, 320, 32,000 feet. They're approximately 10 miles ahead of us actually, I might spot them. There they are. I see the model, it's only their contrails, they're just a bit too far away for the model to appear. The contrails updates, certainly made a lot of work in the IVAO metal. Very, very good, very, very helpful. So the drops, just an airpin on top of the ND there, with our fix, a little bit before, but not the end of the world. Just need to go really straight in approach as opposed to anything with twists and turns. Just finished the flight from Gdansk to Warsaw and IVAO, very good.
Drawyah 075, service radar terminated, Unicom 122.8, have a nice flight, bye bye.
Hopefully landing in Palma today should be pretty smooth. Yeah, quick, that reminds me, I'll say, quickly check the winds over in Palma, which we can do now quickly as well. ATIS, so it's 2003 knots, yeah, sorry, 203, yes, easy, very, very easy. Go to performance, next page, QH is 1017. Temperature right now reporting at 28 degrees centigrade. Winds 203. And then our minimums. 2-4 charts. Charts. Radio altimeter of 119. That's all in. We also have a chance to study the airport charts because not only is it quite big and well, it's relatively big compared to airports. Also, a few works as well going in place, so people need to be wary of when I'm taxiing. Apart from that though, should be that simple. Just figure out where we park when we arrive. Somewhere. Your best was a minus 12. My best was a... Let me try and find it again. Was a flight to well, was it somewhere in South America? Which airline is that? That was what's that really big South American airline? Who is it? Avianca. It wasn't Avianca. South America. Sorry, South America, not Rio.
Condor 9R60, service radar terminated, Unicom 122.8, have a nice ride, bye bye.
for us. No, it wasn't.
Switch Unicorn 122.8. Thank you for the service and goodbye.
I'm gonna find it. It wasn't Panama. It wasn't Rio. I can never remember. It might have been LATAM. It was LATAM, yes. Right, what was this flight number? This was.
I just want to say subscribe to Drawyah. He's the best YouTuber in all the world.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The records 2-3. Okay, it was LA 236. There we go. My best landing rate was positive 118, plus 118. Most views on the stream, probably my 787 flights from Heathrow to Dubai. That had about 2,000-3,000 viewers at its peak. Very, very busy. Very, very busy. That was when MSFS was still brand new, so of course I'll have the viewers, had all the viewers for it. Yeah, LATAM flights 2377. That was the best landing. The approach was terrible. Actually, I really hated the flights, but the landing, just out of nowhere, became as smooth as I ever did. Is 787 bugged? Not particularly. I flew it the other day. Had no problems with it. On MSFS Exports version, is there a way you can get to your flight number on tracking app? No, unfortunately you can't add. There's no way to on Xbox because it's all done on the console. I mean, the benefit of using PC, of course, is that you can use your tracking maps for whatever you use. In my case, for IVAO, or the IVAO WebEye, tracking our easyJet flights. So the easyJet flights here, or Volanta, tracking us on the map. Xbox, a bit more limited. Quite a storm up in the North England and Scotland at the moment. For us, clear skies all the way through. We get a little bit of weather over Barcelona. That's it. Quality Wing 787, it's gone quiet. But then again, Quality Wings have got a history of announcing products and then not announcing products, not releasing them for about 10 years after, with years of silence. So it's not unheard of, that company. Don't you worry. Still going to happen. The Quality Wing 78, still going to see it one day. Just got to be patient for it. Got to be patient. Yes, the stream chats did have slow mode back in the day. Because it's relatively quiet nowadays, it's free talk, whatever you need to do. But yeah, certainly. Again, my viewership's not as high as it used to be back in the days of MSFS's release. But back then, there's a lot of hype around the release of products. I got the 1 month early access, which I'll never ever thank FlightSim.com and Microsoft enough for giving me access to. And that's really where the channel kind of started growing from. Of course, then did my tutorials. Tutorials were really well received. Helps people learn the basics for the A320, 7.4 and 7.8. And then, yeah, the rest is history, I guess. Then recently started the vlogging channel, after a bit of pressure from a couple of mates who were like, hey, Drawyah, you fly a lot. You should have the FlyLive thing online. That's only for the premieres, not that. You should, yeah, you should stream, you should record your trips in real life. And so I started doing that. That's been relatively well received. Still trying to push more viewers and subscribers, but time will come with that.
Please, 16 Zulu Kilo, continue descent altitude 2,500.
There's a lot of work to do, but I do enjoy it, especially YouTube. It's always been an adventure. Have had moments where I do feel like I can burn myself out, but I'll then take a short break and just keep to myself a little bit. But for the most part, it's always been quite positive. Working vlogging public, it's not difficult to do. How's the flights? Flight say is 1 hour and 55 minutes. 1 hour and 55 minutes. Sim time now is 1828 Zulu, landing at 1922. So we're landing in approximately 28, 22. 56 minutes, I think. The maths is a bit off, though. I know that for a fact. Yeah, it's negative. It's the negative with all the bots. It just is problematic. It's not difficult to do. I'm sure you will, Tom. But at least I'm not the one editing the videos. I have to say, you're actually doing as well. Very good, AvGeek. Very, very good. Yeah, I mean, I just record the footage. I don't actually do the editing for the vlogging channel. I've got a mate who does that for me, and he's basically given himself a task of recording. It's different accounts every time, Dread. Different accounts every time, and every time we do ban them permanently. He's given himself a task of filming a video every other day for an entire month. Or, of course, editing a video every other day for an entire month. That's going to take him a while to do. And of course, I need to approve every single one of them. Shadows, another from Southend. Team Fair share of 32019 is very good. I think you'll be the third or fourth Southend locals pop into the stream tonight. How you doing, dude? Welcome channel, welcome to the chats. Hope you're keeping alright. So it's now getting quite low on the horizon. Should be setting next 15-20 minutes. We should get, hopefully, a bit of dusk on the end today, because by flying south, it does also extend our sunset slightly. This is a great depiction of sunset, does it? Yeah, not really. That guy doesn't sound like he doesn't have a life. Well, that's for him to decide. Right, we're back in 2 minutes again. Back in 2 minutes.
Alpine 694 Roméo, descendez niveau 2, 5-0.
Pour le 200 694 Roméo.
Control, good evening, Skyline 3373 at flight level 320.
Sky Alliance 3373, hello sir, identify flight level 320, proceed direct to Manac.
Direct to Manac, Skyline 3373.
Air France 1000, dès que près, descendez niveau unité 5-0.
On descend niveau 5-0 Air France 1000. 150 Air France 1000, pardon.
Sky Alliance 3373, expect a Manac 1 Delta arrival, runway 21. Alpine 694 Romeo, Fun Service Radar, Unicom 122 décimal 8, bonne arrivée à Saint-Ex, au revoir.
Unicom 122, Alpine 694 Romeo, merci pour le contrôle, bonsoir.
Hello again. Right, back in the cockpit. Welcome, Mr. Rickles, how are you doing? Welcome, Raji. Salam alaikum, Hassan. Speed standing plus 100 and something feet per minute. So a few minutes ago. Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, don't worry, Raji. Just a quick break. What do you use the pour your stand button? Which that is, keys. GSX Pro, follow me fake. Oh my gosh, is that a thing? Oh no! Oh, that. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. The approach thingy called before finals and after descent. The pour your stand button. I don't quite know. Yeah, sorry, Keith, I still don't quite know what you're talking about. We've all seen that card before, but from where? Who knows? All of a sudden, GSX has just got an upgrade. No, she has a crash from memory. Couldn't really more. I'm not sure, I'm afraid, Saturn. If you have crashed to desktop, let's speak to Osobo. If it's a memory problem, upgrade your RAM or VRAM your graphics card. If you don't know, else respect to you, Marco. If they don't know, they're too innocent. I like how my I like how the moment I show that. Where is it gone? The moment I show it, my viewer stats just jumped. We're just at the peak of the stream so far, actually. Classic fake taxi. Well, top set's coming soon now. 160 miles to the top of drop. Approach has been configured, so we'll soon make our way down to land.
Niveau de vol 300, en route vers le point Afrique.
France 75-26, bonsoir monsieur, identifié niveau 2 de 0 direct Narak. Je vous rappelle pour l'arrivée.
It's funny AF, not gonna lie.
Bordeaux, bonsoir, top 66 to Zulu Yankee, inbound Toolbar, climbing level 170.
Why is that there? Crash your game! Oh no, oh no.
Zulu Yankee, hello sir, contact radar.
So we've got a few more minutes left on auto control.
Oh, thank you.
After auto, after Unicom, we then got Palma approach and tower online landing. So we get to the latest the only way in. Our flight is landing 12:13 estimated. There'll be an aircraft about 4 minutes before us and 2 after, so should be quite busy. Nothing around yet. It's all arrivals at the moment. All arrivals.
Départ approuvé, départ la coup 5, bravo, piste 32 droite, montée initiale niveau 70, transpondeur 1000.
The button above stand. What? This? The barometer, the pressure. Oh right, so you set it to standard altimeter on passing transition altitude, which in the UK is 6,000 feet, in America is 18,000 feet, across Europe is either 4,000 or 5,000, depends on the region. And you set it for descent when controller gives you the standard altimeter. So, sorry, when controller gives you the altimeter, so when you start your descent beyond transition. So you set standard climb out at transition, you set to local during descent, and you're going to cross the altimeter.
Corsica 720 Tango.
Haven't seen my bike for ages. Aww, poor Dan.
240, ILS tram de gauche, je
It's only
tourne
40.
250.
We're about 15 minutes away from descent now. 15 minutes to go. Sun, just about. Staying over the horizon. That's going to set very soon though. I think I can Frankfurt's Heathrow. Very good ads. I'll be flying in real life from Frankfurt's from Heathrow to Frankfurt very soon. The return leg is Frankfurt's London City. That's about a week and a half later. So in a couple of weeks, well, next flight I'm taking in real life is from London to Edinburgh. I'm going to watch 2 shows at Fringe and then take the sleep train back home. Then it's a flight from, well, then it's a flight to Poland. Continue my passport and ID card process out there. And after that, I'm going to Frankfurt, spend the night in Frankfurt, fly to New York JFK in the Lufthansa Boeing 747, then spend a few days in New York, day trip to Boston, that'll be a JetBlue Embraer 190, back to New York by train, spend a few days in New York again, then go to Lexington via Charlotte, American Airlines 738, onto an American Eagle Embraer 145, and then from Lexington back to New York JFK via Atlanta, and that will be on a Delta Boeing 717 and Delta Boeing 757-200. That'll be it for New York, so spend the night, evening in New York, spend the next day in New York in the evening, then fly to Washington DC, Washington International, Washington Reagan. That'll be on a United Express CRJ 550. Spend 24 hours in Washington DC, and then fly back from Washington GLES to Frankfurt in a Boeing 748 Lufthansa. And then Frankfurt to London City Airport in a British Airways City Flyer Embraer 190 again. Study fix in the UK, and then fly out to Tampere from Stansted on a Ryanair 738. Then flying from Pori to Helsinki in an Embraer 120 Brasilia. Then take a train to Lappeenranta, spend a couple days in Lappeenranta, take a train up to Savonlinna, then fly a Jetstream 31 to Helsinki, 24 hours in Helsinki, and then a Ryanair 738 back to London Stansted. And then that's what I've got booked so far. Of course, that will be subject to change, probably, a few more flights by the end of the year. But yes, if you don't know, I like travel in real life. I do like to travel. Yes, MSFS is the most realistic flight sim. Yes, with the fake taxi follow me car, always will be. Now, again, when it comes to visuals, MSFS is superb. By far the most lifelike sim in terms of how it looks. Dynamics, X-Plane's still king. X-Plane certainly feels better than MSFS. Again, both platforms have their benefits, both have their drawbacks. Ultimately, it's down to whatever you're looking for in a flight sim. But of course, when it comes to Volanta screenshots, I just obsess over how good the sim looks. It is gorgeous. It really is gorgeous.
Corsica 720 Tango, continue à descendre d'altitude 4000 pieds, QNH 1018.
So we've got our approach already configured, that's not a problem. We do have a small break in AEC, so I'll get ourselves set up for the Unicom initial start of the descent. So we'll as well. So, arrival, runway 24 left. We're going to leave our 1 kilo arrival. Sorry, Loris 1 kilo. Down from the north. British ILS. So as soon as you top drop, that's what we're using. Drawyah, you've got an Instagram button, wrong directing page doesn't exist. This just refers to twitch.com TV. Oh! Okay, cheers to that, Raphael. I'll update that at the end of the stream today. Is that the button just below the video which you can click on to different links? I was completely unaware about that. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, okay, that's wrong. Cool, cheers dude, I'll change that in a bit. Thank you very much. I didn't realise that was a problem. I think they're the first person to ever realise it. Yeah, no worries, Avgeek. You take care, dude, and have a good evening. Bye bye. Yeah, a little bit of the Alps down below. Not really the Alps, but it's kind of just the it's the foothills, the mountains of Carcassonne and Andorra. Take care, Raji. Yeah, good evening, dude. Bye bye. Sim is nothing short of spectacular when it comes to visuals. Aircraft most heights from MSFS, PMDG 737-800. No question about that, I'm afraid, dude. As soon as the 738's out, I'll be flying nothing else. What seems to turn down to stop it from crashing? All of them. Probably render scaling. Changes the sim how it looks quite a bit, but lower the render scaling, let's probably have the FPS.
Corsica 720, go continue à descendre d'altitude 3000 pieds.
Gregor.
Je continue à descendre au niveau 3000 pieds, Corsica 721 go.
I've just seen a snap that got sent to me. DLN 19.
Bonjour monsieur, bord de contrôle avec vous.
Nah, I'm on camera, I can't. Oh, come on, dude.
En provenance de Drawyah à destination de Sous-Action, des personnes à bord. On vient de décoller de Drawyah.
Yeah, that's what I want to do on camera. That's brilliant. I think fsdreamteam hurried to launch GSX Pro. Definitely was a bit of rushing in there, but still a decent ad when it works. That's just the problem when it works.
Transpondeur 7002.
Top a drop. 8 minutes.
Alpine 61 Bravo Echo, service radar terminated. Unicom 122 decimal 8. Have a nice ride, bye bye.
Over to Unicom 122 decimal 8 for Alpine 61 Bravo Echo. Thank you, service, take care, and have a good evening. Bonsoir.
Foxtrot Kilomike, identifie altitude 1400.
So, over to Unicom. We should get the approach controller later on, so we'll have them on standby. 119er, decimal 155. Cool. Then tower is 118305. Important snap updates. Well, that's it for Snapchat today. You also had an hour-long delay with an Oceanair Embraer 135 that was Aberdeen to Belfast. I've flown the Oceanair 135 that was Belfast City to Durham Tees. Lovely little aeroplane. I did the 145 from Heathrow to Durham as well. That's when that route existed. Sadly, not anymore. Top of drop sounds better than top of descent. Oh yes, yes it does. Mr. Cyclops, how you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to the chat. Yeah, I'm not looking at any more Snapchats, you people are horrible. Save it for the end. Right, so when we start our descent, we need to descend down. Whoops. We need to descend down to an altitude of. The charts again. 2,500. That's the incept of the glide slope, and then from there, 7.8 miles. Start the descent to say 3-degree glide path as per standard. Welcome, Safik, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. So I didn't say, dude. I'm just being bullied now. My phone flashes every like 5 seconds with a message. Ooh, there you go. Someone sent me a message who's not going to bully me. They sent me something horrible. What is that? What is that? Right now, Safik flying over the French-Spanish border. In fact, quite literally just crossed the border right now as we speak. So yeah, officially in Spain. Should you get GSX now, wait for an update. If you're patient, get it now. If you like things working straight away, then probably wait a little bit. So it can be a bit tedious to set up, but once you get it going, it's honestly not bad. But yeah, it's just requires a bit of love to get going. Mother's just messaging me. Everyone's messaging me. My mother's messaging me. My team leader at work just messaged me. I'm streaming, guys. Interesting. Descent's not yet. Descent's in approximately 56, 51. Descent's in 4 minutes. That arrow there is our top of drop. 4 minutes of descent. DSS isn't getting any good, any FPS boost. I must admit, Piran, it's not one of the things I've benchmarked myself, so I couldn't say if DSS is any good. I've spent a bit of time working and playing with it before I could give you an opinion. And I'm still here, just turn off the webcam for 2 seconds. Okay, hang on. We'll give it to a vote. Bear with me a second. How do we create a poll? There we go. There you go. You have 30 seconds to basically decide if I would use myself or not. 30 seconds. The fake taxi brought the bots in. Well, that was quite a substantial vote, so let's see if I try my camera to view any of these. It's not quite work, is it? It's just people are horrible. What is that? If we get 1 million subs by the end of the month, I'm getting this haircut. Actually, I can't really show it because. Okay, if I get dark. kind of see it better, I guess. Shame that the flipping green screen's going to block it as well. Emo. Not going to show that one. Well, we've got a plane to descend. Ladies and gentlemen, updates from the flights deck. We are shortly going to start our descent into Mallorca and we'll be landing in approximately 29 minutes. Good at the weather for you right now, still reporting 28 centigrade with clear skies. The clouds have cleared up, meaning that we should have some perfect weather on the way in today. With again, thank you for choosing easyJet. We hope you enjoyed the flights on board today and we hope you enjoy the rest of your flights. The sun slowly sets to our right hand side. Thank you for flying with us today. So now go to the cabin. And that's our attention unicorn for our top drop. I'll grab a nice screenshot of sunsets. Yeah, that is pretty. GSX payware. Doge, GSX payware. Right, sent in 5 minutes. Down to 2,500. What's your favourite airline to fly with? You've only flown so far Jet2 and Ryanair. Well, those two are my favourites. Sapphic, yeah. Jet2 for Jessica Lynn, Ryanair for cheap cost. It's like $30 Doge, $30. There you go, 15 Australian, which is about 35. There you go, thank you. Not too bad, Matei. Not too bad. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. Let's ask the send, shall we? So, not wants to go now. It's been very, it's been an enjoyable flight so far. The sunset, of course, has a lot of depth and dynamics to the sim, the lighting. Yeah, she get a nice little dusk approach onto Palma today. Jet2 screen there. It's Jet2 for the Yorkshireness of the airline. Well, they're not as like. I remember a couple years ago, their advertising slogan was like the airline of the North, something like that. The North's favourite airline. Then they opened a base in the South, and has changed that. Passenger count on board. Passenger count is 161. 161 passengers, 4 cabin crew, 2 pilots. Total souls on board, 167. And there should be a few aircraft landing at a similar time to us in Mallorca. So again, that's us here. 21:14 expected. And actually, there's 2 aircraft, so we've actually overtaken this one now. But yeah, the 2 is behind us, and at the same time, just keep an eye out on them when we do arrive. Barcelona should be visible to our right. It's Barcelona. And there's El Prat. Probably fun there in October. I should have gone in 2020 to Palma. Unfortunately, because of COVID, the flight got cancelled, which was a shame. So the return flight for Ryanair was about, it was that cheap. It was a return flight for £22, something like that, from Mallorca. It's a really, really good price. Unfortunately, I had to cancel because of COVID. I will do flights in the A320 again, yes, Speedbird, it's a really good aeroplane, I did it quite recently actually. And is GSX, yes, GSX is also running today, we are using it. Start on runway. Runway 24 left on the Lores 1 Kilo approach today. Yeah, this without doubt has been one of my most favourite flight screenshots in the last couple of weeks. And the departure was pretty good over Southend, the scenery here was really good, which led to some really nice photos going up. GSX had into passengers as well. I've really enjoyed screenshots of these flights. The lighting, absolutely superb. Especially that one. And the one, just uploaded now, that one. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, Microsoft Screenshot Simulator. It is gorgeous. Graphics settings, a mix of high and ultra. To AOC menu, received. Load sheet, thank you very much. Don't need a load sheet on the cruise. So yeah, basically what they do is they give you like preliminary load sheets, so you can do flights kind of beyond. So this is a flight from Mallorca to Echo Delta November Oscar. That's going to be Nikoping, I think. I don't know. Nordlingen, sorry, it's Nordlingen. GSX, Ground Services X. Pilot Nicholas, it's the ground crew mod I used at the start and I'm going to use it again in the end. Bit buggy, takes time to set up, but adds realistic ground crew to your flights. Not available cruising higher than 10,000 feet, past 2 knots, that's fine. Right, we'll tune over to approach control now and put tower on standby. 118305.
Delta Golf 4, posterior whiskey, vuele November whiskey.
Posterior whiskey, volaré November whiskey, Echo Charlie Delta Golf 4.
Good evening, Mallorca approach. This is Alpine 6 on Bravo Echo, passing through flights level 250 inbound at Lores.
Alpine 6 on Bravo Echo, today sir, well, tonight sir, Palma approach identity fight, fly direct to Bravo Alpha Victor Uniform Mike, continue descending flight level 150 and expect ILS full approach, runway 24 left.
Alpine 6 on Bravo Echo, we can fly direct to Bavum and descend to flight level 150, expecting the ILS Zulu approach runway 24 left. Right, let's fly direct to Bavum, we said, just confirm that on the charts. Yes, that's a hold at Mallorca. Wrong, you though, it's going to hold us at 3.3, is it? That's definitely what I want. 2.0, that's 5,000. There we go. This should now force us down. Altitude 15,000 you wanted.
Europa 94 Bravo Delta, turn left heading 330.
Left 330, 9 Bravo Delta.
On GSX, a bit buggy, needs a bit of work. It's not terrible, but it's tedious. It's tedious, but not terrible.
94 Bravo Delta, turn left heading 270, final vector to your ILS, full approach, runway 24 left, number 1.
Sorry, can you repeat for Europa 94 Bravo Delta?
94 Bravo Delta, turn left heading 270 to your ILS, full approach, runway 24 left, number 1.
270, clear to ILS approach, runway 24 left, as number 1.
So represent as well slightly.
Eco Charlie Delta 4 establecido en punto Whisky, altitud 1000 pies, en curso a November Whisky.
Eco Charlie Delta Golf 4, llame Palma Torre, frecuencia 118,305, buena toma.
Cambiar frecuencia Palma Torre, muchas gracias, Eco Charlie Delta 4.
Check the ILS frequencies all strapped in. Was it not yet? That's correct. That's correct. Perfect.
Running 77 Delta Juliet, hello again sir, Palma approach.
Identify turn left heading 0. Jump.
75, climb 3000 feet.
075, 3000.
Correct, Steve, be helpful as well. 117.7. There we go, it's more like it.
And 77 Delta Juliet, did you have to go run for an uncivilized approach?
Negative. In this case, my aircraft, I have a very float on landing.
What's not possible Xbox? Sorry, Ethan.
77 Delta Juliet, Roger sir. It wasn't because of weather, was it? Where was it?
When it starts descending, Flight Magic Computer tells you where to descend on the top of drop.
I am very far my aircraft and I don't touch in the top zone.
Roger, thanks for the information.
Pleasure again to Catalonia Monday, very good, do enjoy it.
Loparaina 4 Bravo Delta, contact Palma Tower, frequency 118.305.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get GSX on Xbox because again it requires a lot of third-party installation, which isn't always available on console, especially the QTOol script. That can't be sideloaded, which is required. Unfortunately, unlikely you'll see GSX on Xbox.
Number 1 for the approach.
Roger. We are continued for visual approach if it's possible.
77 Delta Juliet, Roger sir, turn left heading 060.
We go for visual approach, good luck to them. There's the only in front of us, coming into view. And then approximately 17 minutes.
Delta Juliet, you have to be number 2 behind the traffic that is 6 miles on final. After that, you are going to be number 1.
And did I say it'll be on Xbox? Okay, well if they said it will be, then it'll be interesting to see how they do it. Good luck to them.
Flight level 110, number 2 for the approach.
Send level 110, number 2 for the approach for Alpine 6 on Bravo Echo.
Running 77 Delta Juliet, have you got the terrain in sight?
Could you say again, please? 77 Delta Juliet.
Running 77 Delta Juliet, do you have visual contact with the terrain? 77 Delta Juliet in contact, descend to...
Oh, someone's getting his attention. Oh, that's me. Oh, it's Spammer.
77 Delta Juliet, is it okay for you for a long race around 6 miles of the localizer? 77 Delta Juliet, turn left heading 330, speed 160 knots.
I'm going to troll now.
Speed 160 knots.
160 knots and left heading 330.
Unfortunately, there are 4 supervisors on right now, so that's a very quick dot wallop. Oh well. That happens.
No te preocupes, suele pasar. And running 77 Delta Juliet, do you have the field in sight?
Yeah, that was a troll.
The runway computer in sight? 77 Delta Juliet?
Runway or field?
Yes, I have in sight.
Running 77 Delta Juliet, clear to visual approach, runway 2 for left.
Push that center rates.
Roger, so clear visual approach, runway 2 for left, thank you. 77 Delta Juliet on the phone, continue manual.
And running 77 Delta Juliet, speed at your own discretion.
Yes, we maintain
177 Delta Juliet, contact Palma Tower, frequency 118.305 to landing.
With Tower, thank you for your control. Y nada, mira, así practicamos fuerzas. Hasta luego, tío, nos vemos.
Nos vemos.
Para la estimación, buenas noches, Ryanair 5 kilo.
Passing 17,000, flight 170.
Ryanair 53 Juliet Kilo, muy buenas, Palma, aproximación identificada, Estrella LS Zulu 24 izquierda, directo, Babum, desciende a nivel de vuelo 150.
Descendiendo a nivel de vuelo 150, directos, Babum, Ryanair 5 Kilo.
Alpine 61 Bravo Echo, descend flight level 70 and you are a bit high for the approach, turn left heading 125.
Descend down to flight level 70 and turn left heading 125 for Alpine 61 Bravo Echo. Cool. Sorry, did not want to do that. I want to just have a seatbelt sign on. So it's not quite yet 10 minutes to go.
Alpine 61 Bravo Echo, continue descending altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1017.
Down to 5,000, KH 1017 for Alpine 61 Echo Bravo.
Has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt.
Ryanair 53 Juliet Kilo, desciende a nivel de vuelo 110.
Continuamos descenso a nivel de vuelo 1-1.
A little bit turbulence to the aircraft now, a little bit of a rock, but nothing too excessive. Runways in sight.
Alpine 61 Bravo Echo, turn left heading 05.
Can you say heading again, sorry, for 61 Bravo Echo?
Heading 085.
So where, sorry? One more time, sorry.
Turn left heading 080.
Turn left heading 080 for Alpine 61 Echo Bravo Echo. I should say 85, I just couldn't hear that. Sorry. Sure, Jack, check the email line and.
Ryanair 53 Juliet Kilo, velocidad 2709.
Reduciendo 2709, Ryanair 53 Kilo.
Alpine 61 Bravo Echo, continue turning left heading 235.
Continue turning left heading 235 for Alpine 61 Bravo Echo. Correction, 03 or 23?
235.
235. Yeah, my hearing's way off now. 235. See how we've done this. Give us a loop, and I guess to run to the runway. 235.
Ryanair 53 Juliet Kilo, vire por su izquierda rumbo 130, vector inicial.
Por la izquierda, vector inicial y
I just told you, Doug. Aircraft tells you top of descent on the ND. Also, on says the FMS as well. Gives you everything you need to know on the FMS and ND. Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing, 10 minutes.
Continuamos descenso a nivel de vuelo.
Alpine 61 Bravo Echo, turn left heading 210.
Turn left heading 210, Alpine 61 Bravo Echo.
We have begun our final descent into Palma de Mallorca. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please
Nope, they consider their own language. Any problems, Safik?
Please also store any carry-on
English is the international language they need to know, but if they're speaking to their own local, then they consider their own local. Traffic just to our 1 o'clock.
Alpine 61 Bravo Echo, speed 240 knots.
Speed 240 knots. Spiders out, it's really going a bit too fast there. Spiders will help that. I've had a few crash test ups on loading, but not when they not once I've loaded. No, it's not often you'll get gated connected to see Safik. Not very often. But maybe actually was right now.
Alpine 61 Bravo Echo, descend at speed 3,000 feet.
Descend 3,000 feet, Alpine 61 Bravo Echo. Get FlightControlReplay going so we can also do the replay.
Juliet Kilo, vira por su derecha, rumbo 160, desciende a nivel de vuelo 70.
Confirme por favor rumbo.
Rumbo 170.
170 por la derecha y continuamos descenso a nivel de vuelo 70.
Alpine 61 Bravo Echo, clear triangle full approach, runway 24 left, number 1, speed 220 knots or greater until intercept.
Reduce speed to 220 and make pilot approach runway 24 left, number 1, reduce speed to intercept.
Trainer 53 Juliet Kilo, vira por la derecha, rumbo 210.
So the intercept's very soon, that runway. Headline 3000. Go from there. Use spoilers, get ourselves down to 30 knots, so we can start using flaps. Sure, I don't think I've seen GSX at night yet. Most people have tuned it in the daytime. It's first for night flights for GSX, I think, on YouTube.
Trainer 53 Juliet Kilo, desciende altitud 5000 pies, Quenax 1017, número 2.
Flaps 1.
5000 pies, Quenax 1017,
Lose. Check landing.
Trainer 53 Juliet Kilo está autorizado y el solo pista 24 izquierda.
Wait, it's 50, 60 point, no, 63.7.
5634 Palma approach. Berlin 5634, muy buenas, Palma aproximación, responda 1251.
Braking. Yeah, that's fine. So, medium brakes. Spoilers. Armed.
Trainer 53 Juliet Kilo, velocidad 200 nudos hasta la milla 10.
Yeah, I've got 3000.
200 nudos hasta la 10.
In the cabin lights for landing. Most modern aircraft will have a tablet on board. It's the EFB. Most will have it. Palma, I'm using the JustSim sim for Palma today. JustSim Palma. That's active, that will activate when we get a bit closer.
53 Juliet Kilo, por supuesto, vira por la izquierda, rumbo 165.
Por la izquierda 165, Ryanair 53 Juliet Kilo 200.
No, discúlpeme usted, pensaba que le daba más tiempo.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing. Turn on the localizers, about to intercept the glide path.
Sí, pero es que las performances, si no, tengo que bajar demasiado y me cargo a los pasajeros.
Sí, comprendo.
Localizer active.
Trainer 53 kilo, desciende altitud 3000 pies.
Continuamos descenso de buena 107 de
Trainer 53 kilo, izquierda 150.
200 knots.
Izquierda 150
Alpine 61 Bravo Echo, contact Palma Tower, frequency 18.305, landing.
Over to tower, 18.305 for Alpine 61 Bravo Echo. Thank you, service, take care, good evening, bye bye. Good evening, Palma Tower. This is Alpine 61 Bravo Echo, established runway 24 left.
Alpine 61 Bravo Echo, good evening, sir. Palma Tower, show the wind, camera 24 left, let's go.
Clear stand 24 left, Alpine 61 Bravo Echo. Cool, let's do this, shall we? 0 knots. Flaps 2.
Indigo Delta Bravo Oscar, I modified the flight plan.
Gear down. Please visualize the aeroplane. That's
India
3.
Delta Bravo Oscar, hold
That's
position
4.
please for a minute.
Hold position, India Bravo Oscar.
Alright, pre-land checks. Gear downs, 3 greens, flaps set, spoilers armed, cabin, brakes set, cabin secure. Land clearance received, pre-land checks are complete. And cam active. Miles DME. Yes, this is MSFS. Josh, it's been a while, man. How are you doing? Again, I've had some mixed opinions. When it works, it's fantastic. When it doesn't, it's a pain. Tedious setup, but once it works, I've had no problems with it. Just a case of getting it working in the first place, really.
Sorry, did you say EFR, India, or QFR, Victor?
QFR, India Echo Delta Bravo Oscar. Victor,
Passing 1000. So we approach, so we have set 3000.
It is in. Okay, sorry, you mean the route? Okay, in the Bravo Oscar. Copy.
Yes, in the route. Thank you. India Echo Delta Bravo Oscar. Break, Europa 5361. Are you ready for the flight?
Let's flight deactivates my aeroplane.
Europa 5361, line up and wait around 34.
500.
Yeah, 3 knot crosswind, so very steady for us today.
100 above. Minimum.
Minimums continue.
Traffic. 40, 30, 20.
Traffic.
Throttle.
India Echo Delta Bravo Oscar. Your flight plan is not correct. Put please PFR in your route. Alpine 61 Bravo Echo go around.
Traffic.
Vacate to the right. Nice cuts.
Traffic.
You can continue via link, gate Golf, inner of Lima to the stand of your discretion.
Golf Echo Lima, 10 discretion for Alpine 61 Bravo. Okay, thank you very much. Must admit, I missed that Go around there. That's annoying. Right, golf, echo.
Ryanair 53 Juliet Kilo, muy buenas, pues continua aproximación, pistas 4 izquierda, break. Europa 5361, the winning camera 24
APU starts. Transponder off. That was a troll, unfortunately. That was a troll. A very annoying one at that. Oh well, nothing to do about that now. Right, so taxi down to Lima Echo, go stand 20. So get GSX ground handling to bring us a gates. Gates, next page. So yeah, get stand to 20. Yes, we can. Only yes. Select handling operator. Crew then be. We'll do Iberia for Palma. What, did you say go around after we touch down? Okay, that's explains why I missed that then. Time to arrive about a minute 18. Do a slow taxi while I wait for them to arrive. Down, flaps up. Sorry, yeah, you're right. It's a bit preoccupied with the troll there on the runway. Right, start clear up. AP available. AP please comes on. There we go. Here comes the follow me car. So now guide us to the standard choice.
Sí, no sé qué está haciendo, pues la está liando mucho. Antes se ha puesto en pista con avión tráfico aterrizando. Es que no tengo ni idea de lo que está haciendo.
¿Es un visual?
Es que no tengo ni su identificador.
What safety reasons? Just got here. Rubbish. Okay, no follow me then. Basically, if you get too close to follow me car, it will abort. It's annoying because I said that's 21 knots in the air follow me. It's not quite sure why I gave up on that point.
Go around. Motor y al aire.
There's another go around. He's on the runway messing around.
Ryanair 53 Juliet Kilo, pues está según publicada, Unicom 28 y me llama establecido de nuevo, disculpe.
It's the second go round call he's made.
India Echo Delta Bravo Oscar, is it possible that I've just seen a plane crashing into the airport?
Yeah.
Can you repeat please, India Echo Delta Bravo Oscar?
I said, I just saw a plane crashing into the airport in the Bravo.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, traffic just connect and didn't say anything. I don't know, line up and wait now, 24 right, India Echo Delta Bravo Oscar. Now it's correct, yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
What's that brake stop delay taken for call? Brake fans active.
No, don't worry, don't mind. India Echo Delta Bravo Oscar.
Why do people do this, Ethan? Because they get joy out of ruining others' fun, basically. So we're going to stand to 20, it's on the left hand side. Ground services should already be available for us, just list that as our gates for the follow me car, and from there, ground services take care of the rest.
Sí, estamos en ello, Ryanair 53 Kilo, disculpe las molestias, está siguiendo dando vueltas, es que no lo entiendo. Se ha metido en pista ahora.
Anyway, thank you for service IVAO, but we're going to call it quits now. 25, 22. Come back throttle and enter 320. So we'll marshal the ones there, that guide us into the stand. Landing lights, we're going to lines them. Hold. Brake sets. Engines off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Palma. Load time right now, it's approximately 11:30. Temperature outside at 28 centigrade. We thank you for flying with easyJet. We hope you enjoyed your flight with us today, and we hope to see you again in the very near future. Cabin crew, this time doors across check please. Thank you for flying. So here comes our jet bridge. Turn on the lights again. And that's on. Service is set. Seatbelts off. Seatbelts off. Right. So GSX now, what we can do is pop over the menu, wait for it to load, and now request the dismarcation of our aeroplane. So request deboarding.
Boarding requested.
Comes off. And as they did them deload baggage, get rid of jet bridge apparently. Shouldn't be doing that because of course passengers use jet bridge disconnects. We'll get rid of the aeroplane please. Let's say it's temperamental, doesn't quite work 100%, but that will come. That will come. The Fenix Jack, definitely worth it. Without doubt, it's probably the best airplane in the sim right now. Okay, if not jet bridge, we give us stairs then. Cool, no jet bridge. Don't know why we get to see anymore. As for the rest of service vehicles, of course, you've got the lighting in place. That looks pretty good actually. Can't lie that. Motor fraction open, one left. Well, the jet bridge is open. The door is open. Open one left. Yeah, it's open. Close it. This is what I mean. Right. Jetways requested, but because it's already cleared jetway, can I use Toolbar Pushback to override it? Yes I can, cool. Like I say, it's temperamental. Very, very temperamental. When it works it's great, when it doesn't, you get moments like that. Thank you to our pushback. I'm sure to remember that for the future if I need something rescuing. That's back on the jet bridge. Make their way into the terminal. And then we'll go from there. GSX Pro, like I say, it's temperamental, it's not perfect, it does a job, doesn't always do it super well. But it's still a version 1 release, there's still quite a bit for it to go. Right, stepping in the flight reports, menu and flights. 7241, A320 from Southend to Palma, 1 hour 51 flight time, pan departure 9:30 and departure 33. It's a little bit behind schedule, but made up that time on the air. 161 passengers, 90 satisfaction, blocks on 114. So running rate 114 and blocks on 207. Apart from that, passengers to enjoy the flights. Flight reports in chat, so in a bit more detail. If it's do so. It still annoys me that A380. It's a perfect flight apart from that one little bit at the end. There we go. Pedestrian next, probably not. Oni, probably not. The more you ask, the less I'm going to do it. Yeah, so let's us now finish recording the replay. and bring this flight to an end. So if I go to GSX, I didn't pose anything else, that's going to just take its time. What I can do is I can reset position, make everything go away, get rid of the jet bridge, make sure all the exits are secured, and the aircraft's also in its turnaround state, so ready. Load, and 320 Palma. Still really annoys me that the flipping doors opening as well on their own. Great aeroplane in Phoenix, but has its temperamental problems. So get the cabin lights as well. Cool. Landing from the right hand side. Yeah, for the most part, nice stable approach, very well executed. So now from the right hand side. Yeah, I say, overall, a really well executed landing, no complaints about that. Sorry about the A380, that was a really, really annoying bit there. Slight downer on what was a really good flight. There's a view from the left hand side. You already had the cockpit landing, IVAO, that was the landing we did normally. That's the approach. I'll give you the city as well down below. So you love it out here. Again, I wish I could have gone to Palma 2 years ago, but sadly, that never happened. Short final. A bit of a flight, nothing too excessive. Never was in for the touchdown. View from the landing gear point of view, see how smooth the touchdown was. Yeah, that was a perfect standing there, it's right on the centre line, no deviation, okay, like half a metre to the left, apart from that, perfectly done, perfectly done. And final view from the side of the runway, as the aircraft comes on in. yeah, no complaints. Really enjoyed that. So yeah, that was the end of our flight today. That was our first look at GSX. Temperamental, buggy. It works. It's not perfect, but it works. Yeah, that Fenix Sim A320 easyJet from Southend to Mallorca. Really enjoyed that. Shame about the troll at the end there, but unfortunately some things you can't control. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Do subscribe if you don't already. Thank you very much for watching. You guys have been fantastic chats. Very good to talk to as always. And yeah, back again soon. Some more fights, some action. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Was it Sunday tomorrow? So yeah, try to stream again tomorrow. Hopefully this problem's in the way. But until then, take care and have a good one. Bye bye. And good night.